got that close
Someone
for
right on the rail. Look
Thank
at that.
you, whoever you are.
Yeah, that's awesome. Hey guys, we're the Tide Pool. I'm Roman. That's Paige.
Hi.
That's David.
How?
We're gonna be reacting to Homemade Dynamite. Lorde debuted this at Coachella. Okay, so here's what happened, guys.
Yeah, you want to tell us?
I'm gonna tell everybody what happened. We had planned to see Galantis because we were like, it's gonna be nuts, and Sahara Tent was really good this year. The lighting setup was just amazing.
Yeah,
we get in there, and this happened a couple times, but Sahara Tent, you guys, this year is so packed that it's not quite enjoyable for us anyways.
No.
I mean, literally...
If you're on the fringes, it was maybe all right, where there's room to actually breathe, but...
Yeah,
but even then,
you
people,
are like
anywhere
literally
inside.
crammed in
people
there.
are pushing you probably the entire time to get out of there. Like, it's terrifying in there.
There'd be times when you're standing there and a wave would come through that would just kind of like knock you over. I've been in Sahara Tent before. It gets packed, like, right? All the shows get packed, but I've never been that squeezed, like literally squeezed, where you're feeling yourself being squeezed tight.
I remember distinctly waves of body heat, where it would just be like a wave of just like intense human heat wash over you, and you'd be like, oh, am I gonna pass out? And then like people would crush in tighter, and you're like,
anyways, we went.
Yeah, so that what it was like, and after a little bit of Galantis, we were like, let's get out of here. I wanted to see it, but it just wasn't enjoyable. Plus, there were some other things going on inside our bodies that were making it feel like a little intense.
We stuck it out for a pretty good amount of time.
Too long. We stuck it out for too long because we missed this.
Yeah, this is why I missed this. But what happened was, we get out, we feel the cool night air, we're like, oh, this was a good decision. Start walking over towards Lorde, and we get to Lorde, and Lorde literally set us free. Lorde gave us air. I was trapped, all right? My body was chained up, and I was wound up, and Lorde just, like, pulled that string, and I was just,
We found salvation through
We walked up towards, not towards the total back, but farther back where we had this room that was grass. We took off our shoes, and we made it in time for ribs, and team, and then she ended with green light, royals, and it was just, like, and it was honestly, I think it was my peak moment of Coachella. That moment. That, you know what I mean?
It was beautiful.
It just, the music and the feelings and everything came together. And those of you who've been to Coachella know what that, you know, that is like when there's those moments, those peak moments that you have.
Yeah.
When you're in a crowd of 100,000 people and everyone's grooving on the same sort of
and it was just her energy. Wavelength. The energy there outside was the opposite of what it was in Galantis, whereas like this guy's backpack was like hitting me in the heat.
Girl's high ponytail was like in my mouth.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
They need to fix Sahara Tent.
Oh yes, but we missed this, guys.
Well, thanks for our reaction to Sahara Tent, guys. We will be back with our Lorde reaction right now.
Yes, we are gonna watch the new single, Homemade Dynamite. It looks like. Or is it just Dynamite? I'm not sure. Probably Homemade Dynamite. I'm so stoked. I'm so excited for this album.
And whoever got this fucking close was a
genius. And her sitting in that fucking box when we got up there, I was like...
I was like, is Lorde in a glass box?
Is Lorde in a box? And
is she like Magneto? And yeah, she was.
She's like Magneto.
So here's a little bit of what set us free from Galantis.
Comes out in June. And... it's a record about all of the ups and downs of being 20-something, and specifically all of the ups and downs of an evening. So we spent a lot of time going out, as you do, and I was struck by all of the facets of an evening, whether it's at the moment where you're, you know, with all your friends, and it's sick. Everyone's there. Even that person who usually leaves, they're still there. Maybe the drugs are just kicking in, I don't know. But it's good.
She's talking about it.
Half an hour later, you could be in the bathroom being like, oh my god, I look like a crime scene. This is insane. And it's the dichotomy of those two things that I'm very interested in. Anyway, this next song that I'm about to play you is brand new. Nobody has heard it. And it kind of sits in that first category when everything is good.
Yeah, how is it she's 20?
I want you to do me a favor, Coachella. I want you to give this song the biggest fucking birthday of all time. Let's bring it into the world in the best. This is homemade dynamite.
Some girls just mature fast, man.
A couple rebel talking pilots flying with nowhere to be.
What the hell's happening?
Don't know you super well, but I think that you might be the same as me. Behave abnormally. Let's let things come out of the woodwork. I give you my best, I take with my best lines, yeah. Awesome, right? So let's let things come out of the woodwork. I give you my best, I take with my best lines. See me rolling, someone else love dancing with our shoes off. I think you're awesome, right? Our rules, our dreams, we're blinds. Blowing shit up with homemade dynamite.
So excited.
Our tricks, we get inspired. Blowing shit up with homemade dynamite. Blowing shit up with homemade dynamite. Get your friend to drive, but you can hardly see. We'll end up painting on the road, red and chrome, all the broken glass sparkling. I guess we're partying, so let's let things come out of the woodwork. I give you my best, I'll tell you what my best. I see me rolling, showing someone else love, because of your t-shirt. So I think you're awesome, right? Our rules, our dreams.
It's like a party in the box.
Box party.
With homemade dynamite, our friends, our tricks, we get inspired. Blowing shit up with homemade dynamite. Come on, Coachella!
I love her dancing.
I know. She's so free.
Yeah. You think I kind of dance like her?
No.
You know it's really
I do.
Yes, you do.
Thank you.
Twirl and go.
Oh.
Blowing shit up with homemade dynamite. Our friends, our tricks, we get inspired. Blowing shit up with homemade dynamite.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Blowing shit up with homemade.
One of Adidas.
I know, I love it.
She's got big flowy pants so she can move however she wants.
Blowing shit up with homemade dynamite. Our rules, our dreams, we're blind. Blowing shit up with homemade dynamite. Our friends, our drinks, we get inspired. Blowing shit up with homemade dynamite.
Nice.
Dang. First
Kind of a party song, right? I mean,
I'm so
it's,
excited.
that beat, I could see putting that on. Just have that going in the background of a party and just...
Well, you know what I was thinking? I mean, I haven't heard... How many songs have we heard now? Three?
Three.
Off the new album?
Mm-hmm.
I remember when Greenlight came out, everyone's like, she's going pop. And that's happening a lot.
A
And,
lot.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's all good.
Thanks, David.
It's all fine, guys. Don't worry.
What was I saying?
I don't.
You thought she was going pop because of
Okay.
Greenlight.
Yeah, so when Greenlight came out, everyone was like, oh, she's going so pop, she's going
Yeah.
so different. But when I hear her music, it's different.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't go, oh, this is pop music. I hear
Yeah.
this all the time. I feel like it's her. I feel like it still has this Lorde thing about it that is different than other songs that I hear. So
It definitely has her
agree.
voice in it. It is poppy, but her first stuff was kind of poppy too. So
it was
Sure.
kind of poppy.
It's,
Yeah.
Or it's like
for
kind of
sure.
like anti-pop, if I can call it that. You know, it's like pop, but it's kind of like on the fringe, doing its own kind of like...
Yeah, she was always
breaking
accessible.
traditions.
Right? She was never not accessible.
Yeah.
She was always making accessible music. So to say like her first album was something crazy out of the box, it's not true.
Yeah.
But it was her own thing, her own style, and I still feel like that. And especially when you see her perform, right?
Yeah.
She doesn't fit into this mold at all.
No.
Yeah.
She doesn't have her backup dancers.
Well, they're in a box.
Right. They're in a box talking to each
That,
other.
can I just say, I didn't know there were people in there from that far back, and I I love that. That is officially my favorite setup for all the stages.
Oh wow, that is a great setup.
Obsessed because it was so creepy looking, and the way that she kind of puts people like in their 20s at a nightclub or something in there, like it does look like a Saturday night out in that box. I'm like, fuck, that's how it feels too. Like you're in a box, you're not really being yourself.
In a box.
I love it.
We're in boxes.
You know what I feel like about Lorde for me? I feel like Lorde is disarming. In the sense that when she came out at first, I was like, this is a good song, Royals. I like this song.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, moving on with my life. And then Team came out, and I was like, this is a good song, Team. I like this song. And then I heard other songs on the album. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, Ribs and Tennis. And and then the whole album, I was like, wait, this whole album's good.
All of it.
And then she went away for a long time, and I was like, yeah, Lorde was good. Then she came out with Greenlight, and I was like, what do I think about this song? Because it was so unexpected, that music change in the middle of Greenlight. I was like, that's not what I expected. And then all of a sudden, like, wait, this song is really fucking growing on me. Yeah. Like, I really like this song, to the point when I heard it at Coachella, I was lost my shit when Greenlight came on.
Yep.
And then now I'm like, hearing this and the experience we had, I'm like, she keeps, like, she's like Ivy. I feel like she's like just kind of growing like across my body in this like slow, disarming way.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that's just what I feel like about her. I feel like she's really, really like.
I agree. I think disarming. I think disarming is exactly right. I think you look at her and it's very easy to be like, young, another pretty face. Let's dismiss her from like New Zealand or something. But she really has serious talent.
Oh yeah.
She's crushing it.
I'm obsessed.
Yeah, and she's not really falling into any box. I think at this point where you're like, oh, she's this. Yeah. You know, she's still evolving and her own, very much her own person. So
I will never doubt it.
I think her dancing is really emblematic of kind of that about her.
Yeah.
They're like, what is she doing? And I think I really like it.
Yeah, it's great.
She's like those people that are kind of like you meet sometimes, and you're like, when you first meet them, you're not like, they're not the ones that are like, oh, in your face, and these are the person, but that grow on you, and all of a sudden they become like your favorite people because you get to know them like slowly, like over time.
Yeah.
We like Lorde,
I love her.
Yeah. Hey guys, thank you.
Yeah, let us know if there was any other part of Coachella that you guys were like, amazing. Have any regret cellas? This was a huge one for me as someone who isn't a Galantis fan. Sorry. Yeah. I was like, Lorde, down for it. But you never want to be alone at Coachella.
Oh, but
David does alone Coachella.
You're never really alone.
To see Galantis too.
I was okay with it. Well, I was okay with the 30-30 thing, like where we were like, we'll stay here, then go. The only person that's like so good at Alonecella is David, in my opinion.
Oh.
You kill me. I'm so inspired by your Alonecella time. You're like, I'll see you guys later. I'm like, we're never gonna see him again.
Well, because it turns out you can meet up with people again.
You can.
That worked out a bunch of times. The other thing is, you're never really alone at Coachella as long as you put yourself into this mindset. There's so many lovely people. God. You never know who's gonna reach out of that audience with an invisible fishing pole.
So many friends. I was talking to him today. I think that I told myself before I left for Coachella too, like, I'm gonna do Alonecella. I'm gonna go to Lorde if no one wants to go. I'm gonna go to Bonnie Bear. And no, couldn't do it. So maybe next year I'll be able to like get the courage to Alonecella. But I'm actually happy with how much Lorde we did see, because you're right. If I had just been there, maybe I wouldn't have enjoyed it as much as getting out of a fiery hole of hell, squeezing like a chimichanga out of human beings, and then being like, oh my god, so fresh, and then coming across the beauty of her stage, taking our shoes off, and then dancing in the back.
Yeah, and just her voice and the way she was talking in the lights and the breeze.
So I have no regret cellas. I do not mind with that, because it was such a gorgeous moment.
Lorde, are you watching?
Yep. We had a great experience at Coachella with her. Thank you so much for watching. Anything else you want to add?
No. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.